Hello and welcome to Other Half Gaming Mobile Monday with me, Kirsty. Okay, so as you can see, this week we are actually playing The Sims FreePlay. I quite like The Sims. I used to play this quite a lot as a kid on the computer, mainly burning them and having them collected by the devil. But you know, or the Grim Reaper, as you prefer to mention who he is. So I thought I'd give this a go. It's a free app on the Google Play Store. It's also on the iTunes Store as well. I'm playing this on my Samsung Galaxy 7. Alrighty, so let's go buy our first house and see what happens here. Okay, so I've got to design my first character. This is always the fun bit. Let's be a girl. Oh, she's not the prettiest in the bunch, but you know, it's all good. Let's be a little bit cool. Okay, so, you know, this is like part of the, you always design your first character, so I'm going to go with a little bit. Let's have a look at what options we've got for the wardrobe for this game. It's not very flattering. Let's scroll down and see what else we can find. It's quite a good range of t-shirts. That's quite impressive. You get quite a good choice of different outfits. That's pretty good. That's quite pretty. What else have we got? Let's go for hairstyle. That looks a bit better. That's much more suited to her face. Oh, check out the anti-alien tinfoil hat. Yes, please. I think that could definitely be the way forward. What other options we got for the trousers? Those look much better. And a different pair of shoes. Let's go heels. Yeah, those look quite funky. I think I'm looking pretty eccentric right now. If you have an opinion about the hat, please feel free to leave a comment below, because I thought she was pretty awesome. Okay, so looks like we're starting off with a little bit of a tutorial, just in case we couldn't work out how to do this all on our own, because of course none of these movements are common to most games that we play on the mobile. But you know, let's run with it. Let's see where it goes. Zoom in and zoom out. Well, hey, buy a toilet. Wow, this is gonna really start off on a really exciting and fun note, I think. Okay, so let's learn how to buy a toilet. Bathroom, and oh, there's a free one though. That's quite useful. I complain less when it's free. That's much better. I could put it in the... No, let's not. Let's actually put it in the bathroom and not randomly in the bedroom, because that would be weird. And turn it the right way around so they can actually access it. That would be clever. We've got a reward for that as well. So obviously get some Moleon and XP rewards for completing your tasks. It's nice and easy. Use the toilet. It's going to take 7 seconds for her to use the loo. You can see the little green status bar at the bottom. Increasing. Level 2, yay! So as always, you get like a really quick jump up the first few levels. Okay, so essentially what I did, I started playing this pretty soon, like after basically last week. I uploaded the video for last week's Mobile Monday, and then I downloaded this game pretty much straight away, because I thought, well, it gives me about a week then to kind of give it a play, get a bit of a feel of if I like it or not, because sometimes you play it for the first couple of goes and it's still really good, but then what I found with this game is it started to really annoy me after like the second or third go on it, because what I like with a lot of games is you can just go in, your tasks are timed, you complete them, and that's fine. What I found really annoying with this one is the status of the Sims needing hunger and water and showering and all that kind of stuff dropped quite dramatically in the time that I didn't go play it, and I'm not attached to my phone constantly playing games on it, so as difficult as that might be to believe, And the trouble is, as a result, every single time I went back, the Sims were really, really unhappy. And you're trying to win, like, fight a constant battle, and like constant losing battle that you're just never going to win unless you play it continuously. And I just don't have the time. So I personally can't. I personally won't be keeping this game because I found it I just can't deal with games like that. I need to be able to play them. But as you can see, if you do like those games, those type of games, this game is actually pretty easy to play. It's really functional on the mobile. You've got a really good, like, the drag and drop system of things, and the really obvious buttons make it really, really convenient to play. Like, apart from the fact that the Sims get really unhappy really quickly, the rest of it's really easy to control. Another thing, because I've played Sims on the computer, on that you can stack tasks, and I'm pretty sure you can on the Xbox version as well, as you can stack the tasks. So you can have I'm going to have you do the next 5 tasks over the next a few goes, and I can go deal with another Sim and come back to you. With this, you can't. You can literally only set them 1 task at a time. So if you've got a task that says 3 minutes, it means you've got to come back to the game in 3 minutes. And then set them the next task. I'm not being funny, but if you work, or like you have stuff to do during your life, it would be a heck of a lot easier. So like the Tropicana game, like the Tropic Island game we were playing with Farmville last week, with that you could at least stack the tasks for the different stations, and as a result my interest in the game was so much longer because I could just keep going and setting a few tasks, so I could have like an hour's worth of tasks being done in the background while I went and did other stuff for my life, where obviously I can't do that with this, and so I'm literally having to do like one tiny little thing at a time. So the progress how you think the progress is going in the game makes the game feel so much slower. And if I could just stack tasks, I think my interest would probably have been held for a little bit longer, because I would have felt like I was making some sort of progression. And I don't get this whole like growing thing either. Like, you can grow stuff and it's almost like it's trying to be Farmville but at the same time as being Sims. So I'm not entirely sure what the actual use of that is. Honestly, I didn't play it long enough to really find out, but apart from the fact you can grow some food and get XP for it, which isn't a bad thing, I don't see what the point is of growing additional food. And then again, you've got the problem with if it takes, like, the bell peppers take about 7 seconds. Like, it doesn't take long for them to grow. But then when you get to the more food, it takes a heck of a lot longer for it to grow. So then you're having to come back to the game every like 3 or 4 minutes to harvest it and then replant. Pain in the ass. There we go. That was really quick. Ooh, level 4. Oh, some post. Oh, I can claim some simoleons, so that's quite good. So you can get that once a day and get $77 million, which is pretty cool. Collect revenue on the town map. Okay, so there's obviously additional ways of getting additional simoleons. So let's pop over to the town map, and you can see, like the normal Sims, you get a big town map of different places you can buy and different areas you can expand onto. And that's not a common feature now, obviously, for a lot of mobile games now have this kind of idea. So I can actually build a career place, which is pretty cool. So I can build a workplace, fire station. I don't know, I kind of almost prefer the kind of, in a lot of the games, a lot of the earlier Sim games, you've got the kind of randomness of the different careers you can pick. I kind of prefer that, to be honest, because then you can see how you can just pick any sort of random job. I usually end up picking journalist or writer or something like that. I don't know, and like, at least with the online, with the game that you normally play on the computer or the Xbox, you can actually see your Sim leave for work on this game, I've been being paid and I've never seen my sim leave for work. So I don't quite know how she's managing it. Because I'm not being funny, but a fire station thing isn't something you can do from home. Oh, that's a new sim then. I could just not have been playing it long enough, but as far as I'm aware, I did not see her ever leave for work. I'm just going to go default with this guy. I can't remember to go through all the settings. So add new sim, yay! Inspire a sim by using a cupcake. That's a bit of a strange way to inspire somebody. I've felt joy and happiness and overwhelming excitement from eating a cupcake. I've never felt inspired from a cupcake. On the other hand, coffee I felt inspired by a lot. That could just be what's wrong with me, because I can't drink coffee at the moment because I'm 7 months pregnant. But maybe that's what I'm missing from my life. I'm really looking forward to having coffee again. And then I'll be like ultra powerfully, amazingly inspired by everything. Ooh, level 5. Introducing sim tracker. So allow me to at least keep track of where all my sims are, so that's quite helpful. Cool, a sim over. Invite a friend to play. Like you used to do when you were kids all the time. Okay, so let's see if we can get these two to start being friends. There's one good thing about this game actually, because there is obviously quite a lot of aspects to it. So the fact that it does do a really comprehensive tutorial is actually pretty useful, because at least then you start playing it and you're allowed to just kind of be set 3 on it. You do feel like you know what you're doing to an extent. I mean, there is a lot of aspects to it, which is there is a lot to pick up on it and learn. So if you want a really simple game that's literally just start, go, pick up, play, this probably isn't a game for you either. But if you really like The Sims and you just want to be able to have a little game of Sims that you can have on your phone, this probably isn't a bad one to have a look at. It might not quite suit you because of, like I say, there are bits of it that make it kind of annoying, like not being able to stack tasks and it just being quite time consuming. But equally, it could be quite good if you've got kids and you just want a game that kids can play on the car, because it's really kid friendly. I mean, if they're a bit with it, so they can kind of pick up things really quickly, this could be one for them, because it's just really, they could just sit in the car just staring at the screen for a while if you want to keep them quiet on long journeys, and I think that could be a good one for doing that with. But I personally just can't, not really feeling it with this game. Really, not particularly feeling it particularly much. My presumption is as you go through the game, you upgrade all your appliances as well. Because I don't really have anything. I kind of have no money at the moment, currently. Bit like real life, to be honest, but you know. Cool, cooking cheese and tomato and toast, yummy! Shocking toaster, that's a really not a great name for a toaster. Just gonna put that out there. If I had to buy a toaster, I would not pick the one that said shocking. Because that does not sound particularly safe, does it? It doesn't sound particularly safe at all. So we're sat outside doing... What the hell's have birthday? No idea. Oh, look, she's a firebug. And a water burner. Status as a cookery. That's great. if your cooking skill is I can burn water, then that's impressive. It's a bit like my occasional skill of burning a oven cooked pizza because I've forgotten about it and not set a timer. That's happened a few times. Occasionally it catches it slightly over singed and then I'll eat it. I don't really care. Dan's a little bit more fussy, so Dan occasionally won't eat pizza at that point because I've burnt it. Oops. Anyway, about to go send her to sleep, so let's leave it at that, I think. So that was The Sims, Other Half Gaming, Mobile Monday. I'm gonna be taking this off my phone because it just doesn't really fill me with any sort of excitement. It's not a game I can just pick up and play because it just I have to keep going in and making them eat, making them sleep, making them happy, and that takes a really long time, and then I still can't get on with the tasks because they're not happy. And then it's just frustrating. I'm gonna go and find a game that makes me happy. That I can actually enjoy and just play with and just have fun with. Anyway, if you have any recommendations for games for me, as always, leave them in the comments below and I'll be really happy to go and give that game a go. And if you just generally think I was totally wrong about this game and you've played it before and you love it, also leave a comment below, or equally if you agree, leave a comment below in any of those situations mentioned above, or just because you're feeling awesome. Please drop us a like, that would be awesome, and please also subscribe for any more videos relating to mobile games and general awesome other games like Fallout. We've got Dishonored coming out soon when the new Dishonored game comes out, so we've got quite a few games coming out, game videos coming out in the really short space of time before Christmas, so don't forget to give those a look, see what we've got already up, and give the new ones a look as they come up. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of those awesome game reviews and walkthroughs because they're cool. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and thank you and good night.